Hello, everyone. It is my passion to present my ongoing research titles, Music and Technique Analysis of Double Saxophone Concert Number 1. In these presentations, I will outline the research methods I am employing to explore both the music structure and technique challenge of landmark compositions in the saxophone repertoire. Today's representations will cover the following topics: is research question, research methods, plan- and preliminary finding and reflection of first uh, research significance. Double saxophone compared to number one is widely regarded as a chord word of alto saxophone, often features in international competitions. It showcases the instrument expressive and technique capacity, including rapid articulation, breath control, and less less lessisma techniques. However, study and doubles and this concern remit soccer is passionate and academic contexts. This research seems to fill that gap and often performance oriented in hands that could benefit both player and education. And then is research objective. The start aim to first is analyze the music and the correct characteristic of concert, including from harmony and thematic development. Second is expose technique demanding demands of a piece such as articulation, breath control, and elliptical fingering, and is provide interpretive gadgets besides music and technique analysis contribute the limited body from theoretic literaries and double composition. And there is research questions. Let's consider research questions. First is what is the study and stylistic uh, stylistic characteristic of double saxophone concert number one, and what are the main technical challenges for performance, and how can they be overcome? How does the work reflection the doubles compositions language and French saxophone school? Orchestra strategy can performance output to effective interpret the concert. Research concert, the soccer section of the study, including the history and the backgraphic background for plasmatic bubbles. Two is firmer and heavy analysis of concert. Three is technique and performance strategy across movements. Four is recombinant deflections for interpretive approach and pedagogy. There is a research math. The res- this is a quantitative research study including the follows method, literature review, and sub-analysis, adult racial analysis, and cell practice analysis. And there is the questionnaire analysis of issues for and interpretive and pedagogic dimensions of performance. While subjectivity is limitation, especially in self-analysis, it is also a straight besides some. I will contribute to bankers this by incorporating performance interviews. And there is preliminary research. Preliminary research is literary analysis. The literature reviews this has uncovered a significant research gap, especially in Chinese social case focus for Western saxophone performance, mentor, and biographies will analyze the purpose, history, and stylistic context. Control. This is first example. The article provided a practical examination for saxophone performance must focus on the technique challenging movement encountered by saxophonists during the phrase stress by line. It is significant contributed to my understanding and and performance technique applicable to both saxophone concerts, especially regarding birth control, articulation, and press. This article also outlines methods for overcoming movement technique observed which influenced my own performance, practice and analysis of controlled demotion passage. By relating general teach Pali balance to special field in pure enterprise challenges. This circle helped me bring the gap between the technique and the music expressions. And the next example is a gold jig go and Zandi. Its textbook serves as a finalization researchers in analysis measures of Western music, often told from structures, harmonic, and thematic analysis. It proved in invaluably in my formal analysis of Dubos's concert, part, particular, how particulars indifferent the use of classes from and 20th century harmony language. The adults claim methodologic of soccer reading and form analysis have helped structure and analysis framework for my papers. This focus on integrating historic context with music analysis and inspired me to explore the concepts placements without the neoclassical tradition and the influence of Dubos's teachings during the Manhattan. Last example, migrants migrants can have several histories of 20th century's music allowed me to statute to both work without the broader stylistic context. The discussions on music, imaginations, neoclassicism, and the recursion argues the romanticism provided results underpinning for my analysis of the concert form and harmony language. Very, very markers elements of the culture and exotic motivations behind neoclassical music depend my expressions of the both stylistic choice and harmony join parents parallels between his composition philosophy and that of his contemporaries. The book was eclectic formats and history and stylistic framework for my paper. There is primarily conclusions for the literature and practice so far. I have identified to follow preliminary conclusions. First, Dubos's concert continues the French lyric tradition with introduction, significant technique demands. The work in emphasizes live articulation and expressive sharpening topic of French compare music. Last is interpretation requires a deep understanding of classes, patience, and technique culture. especially in the analysis register. And then its feature research. First is the circle research. Examine former desingle harmony device and thematical development in other movements. Two is performance analysis. Analysis recording by top level saxophone to compare technique and expressive approach. Next is practice versus research. Reflect on my own interpretive process and technique problem solve structures. And then is SOC analysis. So first is arrange focus resume that athletic articulation, clarity, and move developments. There is emphasis on lyric shopping, brush price, and toning the color. There is technique, finger coordination, and art- articulations, agnostic. And there is performance analysis. Observe the different art- articulations, topic, ripples, shopping, and use of radius, highlight effective strategy for overcome the concerns must demanding passengers, especially in the fast soccer run and Alasmo station. Oh, and then is that's its conclusions. In conclusion, the research not only enhance theoretic understand of saxophone concord, but also provide performance besides in single for saxophone. Either working controls the current in terminal feature academic attentions will benefit both performance and education in field of saxophone performance. Okay, is reflect. Okay, thank you for your time to attention, and I look forward to any questions or suggestions you may have about the research.